21 laps, that's the equivalent of 25 kilometers. That is essentially asking the drivers to go from here to Hong Kong. It's a tough battle for all of the competitors as we get ourselves under starters' orders for the formation lap. And Danny Carinini leads the 32 drivers around. A big battle awaits us as Zach Drummond, Ruben Moya and Zhao Zijun lead the charge behind the Italian stallion. Danny Carinini looking for his IWF ticket for 2026, which is racing next year in Viterbo in the district of Lazio in Italy. 5 years it would be after he won his title back in Adria, again on home soil in 2021. It seems fated and written in the stars, but 31 drivers around him want their own crack at the world title. There is no world championship for IAME, but if there was, it would be the IWF next year racing at Viterbo in Lazio in Italy, 2.5 hours away from the city of Milan and quite close to the nation's capital of Rome. Not a bad opportunity for these drivers then to take on a tough mission. But if they want to do that before Christmas, they want to get there with this victory. 21 laps of the karting Coleraine Coliseum. They call this place the Monza of X30 karting. It's a tough sport, it's a tough circuit, and it's all down to Danny Carinini to lead them around on this start. Into the tram lines we go. Are we going straight to a race start for the Senior X30 IAME Asia final title? Let's race in Macau! A great start from Ruben Moya. He tucks in behind Danny Carinini. A good start too from Kaiberg. Several drivers in trouble. That's Zadev Raikal and Yuri Bachichka breaking down on the home straight. Problems for those three as big names have already fallen.
比赛开始之后，我们目前看到杆位出发的丹尼卡雷尼尼是守在第一位，而后方应该是鲁本莫亚洛佩兹要来尝试对丹尼卡雷尼尼发动进攻，进入到5号弯，鲁本莫亚洛佩兹取得领先的位置，而后方应该是这个鲁本莫亚洛佩兹现在是再度落到了第2的位置，而后方也是有2位车手在比赛起跑的时候是出现了意外的情况。
Carinini takes the lead, then Ruben Moya takes the lead, and now it's Toby Gale who heads the field. Aaron Garcia slips in a 3rd position as they battle their way forward. An amazing start for Toby Gale. It's Garcia now in 2nd from Carinini and Zhao Zijun. Moya's in 2nd place. Not sure what's going on with his transponder, but it's not cooking up. Oh, we've got carts off to the sidelines. They are Zadev Raikal and Yuri Bachichka, both out of this race. Still great battles around us, but Toby Gale leads Moya, Garcia, Drummond and Carinini. The big 5 are now questing around this Macau circuit for the glory. Amazing racing as we go back up the crest, up towards 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the final hairpin as Toby Gale heads the pack. What a brilliant opening lap from the young Thai.
那么在第一圈出现意外状况的应该是扎里耶夫雷克和贝奇卡吉利，而这边我们看到丹尼卡雷尼尼要在最后一弯完成对于应该是鲁本莫亚洛佩兹的超越。现在丹尼卡雷尼尼是再度上升到第2的位置，而这边看到鲁本莫亚洛佩兹已经是在和丹尼卡雷尼尼示意，我们在现在的这个过程当中是不能来进行名次上的变化的，因为在2号弯的地方是有黄旗出动，所以目前我们看到应该是丹尼卡雷尼尼目前是 要让过这一个位置，而我目前看到托比盖尔依然是处在领先的位置。
Moya had his hands in the air to remind the other competitors. Double waved yellows at turn 2. You can't overtake me. He waits till we get to the green zone and then he makes his bid on Garcia. And Toby Gale has got a fairy tale lead here as we battle our way through. Great run out of the turn as Carinini comes back forward. Now ahead of Garcia. Carinini on the tail of Moya, but he knows that Toby Gale is too far in front. Right, let's knuckle down. Let's go after Toby Gale. Garcia wants his piece of the action. He gets the 2nd. Garcia dives in, but it's double waved yellows. So is that going to be an illegal move? Yes, Garcia thinks so. He lets them go. So back in a 2nd goes Moya as the field squabbles their way out of the turn. And Ruben Moya no longer 2nd because Drummond comes through. Drummond in a 2nd, Moya back on the inside, retakes 2nd from Drummond. Toby Gale is absolutely laughing all his way to the checkered flag.
比赛刚刚进入到第4圈，我们看到第2位的争夺现在是非常的激烈。现在鲁本莫亚洛佩兹依然是在第2位，扎克德拉蒙德现在已经是上到了第3的位置，而此前上升到第2位的阿伦加西亚应该是在2号弯的地方，是在双黄旗的情况下发动了超越，所以现在他让过了位置。而这边我们看到扎克德拉蒙德应该是能够完成对于鲁本莫亚洛佩兹的超越，鲁本莫亚洛佩兹是跌了2个名次。
Danny, please work with me, says Zach Drummond. He's into second place with Danny Carinini going with him. We need to catch Toby Gale if we want to win this race. But it's become war. Danny Carinini slips through on the inside. Moya's coming through, and here comes Garcia. He wants more of it. The best of X30 are now warring with each other as Toby Gale cannot believe his luck. He's got an absolutely gigantic lead on only lap 5. Can you believe Toby Gale has lucked in so well? He got himself into the lead, and then everybody else has just warred with each other as Yuka Po dives in on Martin Lin, much to the joy of the crowd here in Macau. Gale is long gone. Carinini and Drummond need to go together, and so Carinini is working with Zach Drummond to try and catch up this 2.8 seconds, but there's more battles as Yuka Po and Martin Lin make their moves. Big dives around the course, battling around on the curbs, a little bit of nudging and pushing and shoving, and there's more problems as dust is kicked up off the turn. My goodness me, nobody wants to win this one. It's all about the pride of second place as Toby Gale is dancing to the checkered flag.
比赛马上进入到第7圈，可以看到第2名的争夺依然是非常的激烈，但是这个情况让目前处于领跑位置托比盖尔可以说是梦幻般的一个开局。他在开场6圈的时间里面，已经是建立起了2.5秒的领先的优势，而现在第2位的争夺依然是非常的激烈。目前扎克德拉蒙德依然是处在第2位，丹尼卡雷尼尼是处在第3位。
Drummond and Carinini have got the message. The gap is already down from 2.8 to 2.5. They're already doing the work as Lin and Yu go side by side. Ruben Moya's in the mix there with the hard charging and the Ratel. So it's getting serious out there between those two. But this is far from done. Drummond and Carinini know that they've got to work together here to go back after Toby Gale. So they're getting the job done. Wang Zhizheng is with them in 4th place. Then it's Aaron Garcia from Martin Lin and Yuka Po. So there's still a long way in this race to go. But you can see now that Drummond and Carinini are getting the gap down. It's gone from 2.8 to 2.5 to 2.3. They are closing him down. They've got to stay as a unit. They've got to work together because that's the only way you're ever going to catch Toby Gale.
目前我们看到扎克德拉蒙德和丹尼卡雷尼尼组成的第2集团在不断的来追进身前的托比盖尔。如果他们不在自己的集团当中相互残杀的话呢，他们是有机会在比赛的后半程重新追上目前的领先者托比盖尔。但是我们需要来看一下，目前处在第2位的扎克德拉蒙德在这一圈过线之后，是否能够进一步来缩小和前方托比盖尔的一个差距。这一圈过线之后，已经是只有2.1秒了。现在看起来第2集团在不断的追进身前的托比盖尔。
Drummond and Carinini are gaining 0.2 of a second per lap now on Toby Gale, and if they keep going, there is a great chance that they are going to catch Toby Gale before the end of this race. There's 13 to go, and at the rate of 0.2 of a second a lap, by 5 laps left, they will be right on him. So Gale and Carinini cannot afford to race each other. They've got to go line astern with Wang Zhizheng and Aaron Garcia joining in. Toby Gale's lead is not completely dominant. He's got a big advantage, but if these two keep pushing each other, then it will suddenly evaporate. There's Lin, 7th place for Ratel, and then it is Lu Yude in front of Ruben Moya and Yuka Po, currently P10. Still lots of reasons to stay hungry. Kimi Chan in behind Yuka Po with Kai Burke, Danish Chen, Zhao Zijun and Mark Svaric still in the contest. But look at this, the gap is down again to 1.8. Keep this battle going, Zach and Danny, and you are going to be on Toby like a hot brick.
比赛进入到第10圈，现在看到扎克德拉蒙德和丹尼卡雷尼尼之间的相互配合，目前是已经把和前方托比盖尔的差距是缩小到 1.8秒。目前黄喜正是处在这个车阵当中，目前是处在第4位，阿伦加西亚洛佩兹目前在第5，而在后方我们看到林敬轩和安迪拉克尔同样也是在争夺第6位的一个位置。这一圈过线之后，我们看到扎克德拉蒙德距离前方托比盖尔只有 1.4秒，上一圈又是追回了 0.3秒的差距。现在第2集团在逐步 的靠近托比盖尔，比赛马上将进入到半程的阶段。
Zach Drummond and Danny Carinini bring the gap down to 1.4. They are catching them even quicker than they were before. 0.4 of a second per lap is almost what they're gaining. So within 4 laps, they could be all over the back of Toby Gale. They know that this is all going to be about calm, discipline, poise, control. And they've got Garcia and Zhuang Yizheng for company. Garcia now into 4th position, and he could go with these two. So Drummond, Carinini and Garcia are doing everything they can to catch Toby Gale. The gap comes down to 1.1. Oh my goodness. They really are reeling in Toby Gale. 0.3 of a second per lap. We've just gone past half distance, and this is not over. If anything, it is now game over. Drummond! Drummond is gone! Zach Drummond is gone! Engine failure for Zach Drummond out of turn 2. Zach Drummond is out. I cannot believe it. The Flying Scotsman is eliminated.
处在全场第2位的扎克德拉蒙德是出现了赛车的故障，他是从第2位的位置退出了这场比赛，非常惊人的一个场面。比赛才刚刚进入到半程，丹尼卡雷尼尼现在是来到第2位，而阿隆加夏洛佩兹在上一圈是过掉了黄启正，目前处在第3位，黄启正目前是排在第4，但是扎克德拉蒙德本有机会来冲击这场 Senior 决赛的冠军了，但是他在比赛的半程就提前退出了比赛。
Zach Drummond walks away from his kart. He cannot believe what has just happened. He was catching for a chance to win the final here in Macau, and it all goes up in tatters. I cannot believe the way it's gone. And that, of course, throws Toby Gale a lifeline, because Carinini is 0.4 ahead of Garcia. Garcia's got to catch Carinini. Now these two, the teammates, can work together to get after Toby Gale. What's the gap as they come through at the end of the line? If it's anything less than 1.2, the win is still on. It's 1.1. They've got 8 laps to try and catch. Here comes Garcia. He gets them on Carinini. Right, this is our last shot. Let's go after the tie up front.
我们看到，在扎克德拉蒙德因为这个机械故障退赛之后呢，目前看到阿伦加西亚洛佩兹目前在整体的速度上是要比丹尼卡雷尼尼来得更快一些，而丹尼卡雷尼尼在这一圈也是在2号弯的地方是让过了阿伦加西亚洛佩兹，他希望能够和自己的队友来共同协作。在最后的8圈的时间里面，再向前方的托比盖尔来发起追击。上一圈在过线之后，2台领先赛车的差距是1.1秒。我们来看一下这一圈在过线之后，目前阿伦加西亚洛佩兹距离前方的托比盖尔是有多少秒的差距？这一圈过线之后0.983秒，现在前2位赛车的差距已经是在1秒之内了。
The gap comes down again, 0.9 of a second. If Carinini and Garcia can work together and get on terms with Toby Gale, then this victory is still not settled. The Thai is doing everything he can. It's a tough race to win from here with so many drivers trying to take it from him. But Toby Gale, the 15-year-old from Pattaya in Thailand, is doing everything he can to pull clear of these two men. Aaron Garcia has won everything there is to win in X30 in 2025. He's won the IWF, he's won the Euro Series, he's won the Winter Cup. Can he win here in Macau to complete almost the perfect season with Danny Carinini not far away from winning in Macau? He was second last year. Can he get it done this time? The gap is down to 0.6 of a second. In 2 laps, this battle for the victory will be on.
比赛还剩6圈，我们看到这一圈阿伦加西亚洛佩兹在过线之后，距离前面托比盖尔只有0.688秒的差距，而且这边我们在镜头里面已经可以看到前3位的赛车是已经跑在了一起。托比盖尔在过去的几圈都是要比阿伦加西亚洛佩兹要来的稍许慢一些，这样的话我们可以看到托比盖尔、阿伦加西亚洛佩兹以及丹尼卡雷尼尼将会成为领先集团的3强。
Forget 2 laps, it's on now. In we go to lap number 17. 5 laps to go. Toby Gale leads Aaron Garcia and Danny Carinini. We go down to the hairpin. Gale's defending. Here comes Garcia. Can he run around the outside? He can't quite make it. Carinini gets the switch. Gale has to cover them both. Can he hold the lead? Yes, for now. Carinini in second. Garcia in third. Run outside. Carinini! How did Carinini do it? I cannot believe it. That is the best Senior X30 overtake I have seen all season from the man on the plan, Danny Carinini, the move of the year.
丹尼卡雷尼尼在4号弯的一次非常精彩的外线超越，是成功完成了对于托比盖尔的超越。目前丹尼卡雷尼尼是上升到了全场第1的位置，而他的队友阿伦加西亚洛佩兹现在也是顺势而过。托比盖尔目前看起来是丢失了非常多的节奏，阿伦加西亚洛佩兹目前是可以守住第2的位置，托比盖尔目前依然是在第3位，而后方应该是黄喜正也是要准备追了上来。但是这一圈我们来看一下托比盖尔是否要选择在4号弯来发动反击，目前还是不够，但是这个情况对于丹尼卡雷尼尼来说是非常有利的一个局面。
We're not done yet. That was just for starters. Danny Carinini from Garcia and Gale. 3 drivers at the top of their game. All of them superior race winners at their craft in Senior X30 in 2025. Danny Carinini, a multiple winner here. Aaron Garcia has almost won it all in 2025, and Toby Gale probably would have been the champion in Infinity IAME Series Asia had he not missed the last 2 events for his European campaign. Garcia goes for Carinini, gets the lead. Carinini comes back on him. They're going to be side by side. Carinini keeps his footing. Toby, keep your wits about you. Garcia goes long. Carinini goes round again. Gale on the inside. Toby Gale snatches back the lead. This is glorious.
阿伦加西亚洛佩兹和丹尼卡雷尼尼之间的一个相互缠斗，让第3位的托比盖尔又是重新回到了领先的位置，而前3位的争斗，现在看到丹尼卡雷尼尼依然是在防守身后的阿伦加西亚洛佩兹，而后方的黄喜正也是已经赶了上来。这边最后一弯，阿伦加西亚洛佩兹完成了对于丹尼卡雷尼尼的超越。同样的，黄喜正看起来也是要来发动进攻，但是目前看到托比盖尔在比赛倒数第2圈是处于领先的位置，而现在处在第2位的应该是阿伦加西亚洛佩兹。丹尼卡雷尼尼又是落到了第3的位置，而黄喜正也是已经加入了这个集团。
Tell me you've seen a better Senior X30 comeback turn into a better final, and I will not believe you. Garcia, Carinini, and now Wang Shizheng are going to take on Toby Gale. All 3 members of the 7 Rings Racing team now up front, pushing hard to try and vanquish the man who's led almost all the way. What a comeback from Toby Gale. It's not over yet. This is where you really have to bring the A game to the table. Out of the final turn, and we go into the last lap of the season. Here we go. Gale, Garcia, Carinini, Huang. Gale covers the inside line. Garcia shoots out the hairpin. He'll get the switch back. Gale holds him. Garcia keeps his foot back. Now Carinini will get a switch. Here comes Gale. Turn 4. Who's going to get there? Carinini round the far side of Garcia. No change. Down the hill. Gale still holds it. Garcia coming at him. Oh, big drama elsewhere as Ruben Moya spins off in front of us. But now Gale has got to park the bus and hold on with 1 lap to go. There goes Garcia swarming around behind Toby Gale. Can he hold it? Gale picks up. Here comes Carinini. It's Toby Gale. Toby Gale wins the most incredible, sensational, unpredictable Senior X30 final I have seen this year. Toby Gale, the king of Macau.
比赛的最后阶段，我们看到托比盖尔是登上过领先的位置，阿伦加西亚洛佩兹登上过领先的位置，丹尼卡雷尼尼也来到过领先的位置，而比赛的最后的冠军归属也是留到了最后一圈。托比盖尔是在最后一圈完成了对于阿伦加西亚洛佩兹以及丹尼卡雷尼尼的防守，最终是率先完成了这场21圈的 Senior 成年组的决赛，并且拿下了本年度亚米亚洲总决赛 Senior 成年组的最终的冠军。让我们恭喜托比盖尔，来自 Barrow Racing Asia 车队251号车手 阿伦加西亚洛佩兹是以亚军完赛，丹尼卡雷尼尼收获季军，黄喜正是以第4位完赛，在身后的包括像卢佑德、安迪拉克尔、凯伯克、陈玉琪、赵子俊以及 Danish Iwan Chen。在这场比赛当中，我们可以说所有的32位选手都为我们奉献了一场非常非常精彩的较量，也是把我们这场2025亚米亚洲总决赛推向了最高潮。
So many drivers had such a good chance to win this one. We're going to wait because Toby is not far away. we'll have a quick word with our new IAME Series Asia final winner. And before he even gets to Christmas, he gets himself a ticket for the IWF in Viterbo in 2026. His brother Austin has sadly hung up his helmet, but Toby is keeping the family legacy alive just a little bit longer. And there is a lot of celebrations down here already. I'm sure he's going to join them in a moment. Toby, before you join the team, I just want to ask, that was the toughest week for you. Nothing was going right until this morning. To come through and get a cheeky lead, build the gap, let them come back and then steal it again. What a tough race that was for you.
Yeah, you know, pace wasn't amazing, but we made it work in the end, and I think that's what IAME proves every single day of the week. And just really thankful for the team. You know, it's been tough, like you said, but you know, we've made it work, and I'm so happy. It's really rewarding because these last couple of races have obviously been a bit of a struggle, and to end the year off in good fashion is just really amazing.
I know how irritated and frustrated you were at the middle point of the season when you had the championship lead in the Asia Series and you had to miss the last 2 rounds for your European program. Winning here at Macau, does that more than make up for it?
Yeah, for sure. Like everyone says, hard work beats talent, and we've been silently working really hard. We've been the underdogs, if you know what I mean. But, you know, to make it happen at an event like this is really rewarding.
You've got some Birrell Art boys to go and celebrate with. You're the champion. Well done, Toby.
Thank you.
We're going to let him go and do that. Check it out. It's going to be a really nice scene as Toby Gale goes and celebrates with his team on the end. This is going to be a hero's welcome as Michael Patrizi, Marian Kramers, Pedro Hiltbrand and the whole Birrell Art team are there for him. Absolutely extraordinary. X30 winner in the senior category. What an amazing season. Toby Gale has got a podium to get to, and in a short while, so do we. My goodness me, it's been an incredible week here in Macau. IAME X30, it's the best karting championships in the world. Doesn't matter where you go, whether it's the Americas, Europe, Asia, the Middle East, or the Pacific. X30, we get it done, and we give you a show. We'll see you back in a bit for the podium.
Now we're welcoming our winning drivers. The 4 runner-up, number 209, Duyola from Italy. 威廉意大利嘅盧佑德獲得第5名。And now the 3rd runner-up, number 275, Huang Xizheng from China. 恭喜黄喜正来自我们中国的车手获得第4名。And now it's time for the 2nd runner-up. Congratulations to number 246, Danny Calamini from Italy. And the 1st runner-up, number 225, Aaron Garcia Lopez from Spain. 恭喜嚟自西班牙嘅車手。And for the champion, it goes to 251, Toby Brian Gan from Thailand. Congratulations. And now please welcome Mr. Malcolm Moraki, the marketing director for IAME, to present the trophies to our winning drivers for the senior cars. Woo! What a moment. Enjoy your glorious moment on the podium. Congratulations to all of our 5 winning drivers for the IAME Asia Final 2025 senior cars. Mr. Moraki, please remain and continue to present the trophies for the Macau International Kart Grand Prix to our top 3 winning drivers. The silver trophy and of course the golden one to our winning driver at the top of the podium, and with the entry ticket for the IAME World Final 2026. Alright, let's raise the ticket up high. Be careful for your podium movement. Alright, please look to the front. Alright, please look to the front. Let's take a good photo. For this remarkable moments of our winning drivers. Alright, thank you, Mr. Moraki. Please return your seats and congratulations again to all winning drivers. 再次恭喜 晒角位獲獎嘅車手。Please return to the waiting area. We will have the group photo section very soon.